Good morning guys, Mr. Parisi here, and today we're going to be working on the third part of your project, and that is finding a car and figuring out what your monthly payment is going to be for that car. So first things first, go onto the internet and find yourself a car. I went to Relax Honda and I found myself this nice used 2019 Chevy Equinox, and I found my price, and that's really all you need to make sure that you find is a car with a price. So there's hundreds of websites you can go to. Now I'm going to copy this information into my project. So 2019 Chevy Equinox. So my year is 2019. The make is Chevrolet. And it is an Equinox. And my cost, let's see, $21,640. Up next, we are going to go through this process then of figuring out what the monthly payment and the total cost is going to be. So you have saved up $3,000 for your down payment. What will you have to borrow to pay off the loan? Very simply, to pay off what I'll need to borrow is the price minus that down payment. So if I have $21,640, I'm going to take away my $3,000, and I'm going to be left with a car loan of $18,640. Okay, so that's kind of showing that we saved up a little bit of money. We're not paying, we're not paying everything up front, but we're also not taking out everything in a loan. This is kind of a realistic situation here where you pay a little bit up front and then you take out the remainder for your loan. So this $18,000 is what we're going to be basing our next little bit off of. So we have two different offers. My first offer is this left side over here. Okay, this is the car dealership offering 10% for 60 months. So it's a 5-year loan, 10% interest. And then you also have a second option, which is the bank offering you 8% for a 4-year loan. We're going to work out both ways and figure out which is the better option for us. Now, there's perks and downsides to both of them, which you'll have to figure out as you go through. I'm going to go through one of these just to show you the process, and then you'll be responsible for completing both sides, in this case, for your project and deciding which side you like better. So to find my monthly payment, I've given you the equation. So step 1 is right here, my monthly payment. I'm taking my amount financed, which is just my loan. We just calculated that. So my loan in this case is $18,640. So I would take $18,640, and it said to put it over 100. And I got this straight from my equation right down here. It says over 100 right there. So that's why we put that in there. I'm going to now multiply it by my table value. My table value is right here. So we need to find what's our APR percentage rate and how many months. So in this case, my percentage is 10%. My months is 60, so I would say, okay, at 10% and 60 months, my number is 2.12. So that's what I'm going to multiply this by, 2.12. Plug it into your calculator to get your answer for your monthly payment. My monthly payment comes out to $395.17. Okay, so I just figured out part 1. Part 2 says find the total amount repaid. Down here, it's just your monthly payment times the number of months. Monthly payment we just found, that's right here. That's my monthly payment in the first step. So I'm going to take that, $395.17, and I'm going to multiply that by the number of months I have to pay this back for. For this option, I'm paying it back for 60 months. So times 60. To get our final answer. In total, I would have to pay back $23,710.20. Obviously, this number should be bigger than our loan because not only am I paying that loan off, I'm paying off the interest that goes along with it to the bank. Part 2 completed. Last but not least is figuring out what that finance charge, also known as my interest, is. To do this, again, this was just part 2. We just figured that out. We're on to part 3 now. Finance charge is just my total amount repaid minus my amount financed. Total amount repaid, we just found $23,710.20 minus my amount financed. How much am I financing? That's my loan. My loan is, again, right up here, $18,640. $18,640. Subtract those two, and you will figure out what your interest is, or what your finance charge is. For me, my finance charge comes to $5,070.20. It's really just as simple as that. Now, for you, what you would do next on your project is you would do the same calculations on this side. You would figure out what your second offer has for you. So you'd figure out your monthly payment, figure out your total amount repaid, figure out your finance charge, and then you can go to the bottom and explain which option you choose. So your two options, again, are just from the dealership or from your bank. You can compare things like your monthly payment, which has the better monthly payment. You can compare things like which are you paying less for in the long run, or which has the lower finance charge. I don't care how you do it. There isn't a right or wrong answer, but you have to be able to support your answer here. So that's all that you're doing for part 3 of your final project. So go ahead, get started, and if you need to, go back through and watch how I go through these steps. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.